Okay, so I'm starting off this process on freshly washed and stretched hair. I just washed my hair and put it in some chunky braids and had it stretched in a ponytail. And yeah, I feel like this is the best way to start a blowout slash trim, so that's what I did. So I'm just tying up the rest of the braids while I work on my first section. I'm just taking down the braid and then I'm going to finger detangle it a little bit before I get into the real detangling process. As you guys can see, my ends look terrible. I really think it's from the mini twists I did. For some reason, when I do mini twists, they just really kill my ends. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing that. But anyway, I just split the section in half and I'm detangling it first with a wide tooth comb. Next, I'm going in with a Denman brush. And then to start my blow drying process, I'm using this Cantu Thermal Shield Heat Protectant. If I'm being completely honest, I don't straighten my hair really ever and I don't really use heat. So I honestly am not well versed in what heat protectants are best for your hair. But this is the one that I use and I think it works pretty well. So yeah, that's the one we're using today. I'm gonna start by doing the tension method. The tension method is basically just holding your hair at the end and creating that tension and then blow drying the shaft of your hair. I'll get into more detail later, but when I am doing the tension part of this blow drying method, I do not touch the blow dryer to my hair. I'm literally just running it alongside it, and you'll see that more clearly in the next few clips because you'll see the space in between my hair and the blow dryer. But yeah, it is hot, so I'm not putting it directly on my hair. So onto my next section. Once again, I'm detangling it with my wide tooth comb and then going in with my Denman brush and my fine tooth comb as well, just to make sure it's completely detangled before I start blow drying. When you spray your heat protectant, you want to make sure you spray the outside and also get the inside. I also brush the section afterwards just to make sure it's completely distributed through. And now here, as you guys can see, I'm not putting the blow dryer on my hair. The heat is just going on top of it, but I'm not directly applying the blow dryer to my hair because I really want to avoid causing any damage. And then I go in with the comb attachment just a few times, and this is on the highest setting. Then after I go in a few times with the comb attachment, you'll see me turning on the cool button and I comb through on the cool setting, and yeah. So I do use heat for this. I don't blow dry my hair that often. I only really blow dry it to trim my hair, so I don't mind. Plus I'm using a heat protectant, but I don't think I'm using that much heat, so yeah, I think it's okay. But once again, I'm doing the tension method, holding the ends and just running the blow dryer down the shaft of my hair without touching it, then going in and brushing through with the comb attachment on heat and then on cool, and then I twist the section up, and that's it. I think it's actually super easy. Let me know if you do this method and let me know how it works for you. So yeah, I'm just finishing up my last section now, going through the same exact process, and I think this gives me a pretty good blowout. It could be straighter, but I think this gets the job done for what I need to do. Alright, so now I am completely done. My hair is completely blow dried and I'm ready to start trimming my hair. So before we even get into the trim, I'm letting y'all know now I'm not a professional. I'm just showing y'all how I trim my own hair. I don't wear my hair straight, so please keep that in mind. I don't really care about how straight it would look across if it was straightened because I don't straighten my hair at all. But basically all I do is cut off where I can see an obvious thinning of my ends. I'll notice single strand knots, or it'll look super dry, or when I'm combing through it, it'll get those snags at a certain point in the ends, and that's the part where I'll cut my hair. Throughout my entire head, I cut about a ½ inch to an inch depending on where the section was. Honestly, y'all, I really just be cutting wherever my spirit leads me because I don't really care that much. I should probably pay more attention. If y'all have tips for me, go ahead and drop them below because I know somebody is cringing at the way I'm trimming my hair, but this is what works for me, so this is what I do. I just cut whatever looks dead, honestly. And also, before I trim each section, I make sure I go through it with my small tooth comb because you want the section to be completely detangled before you trim your hair. Also, make sure you're trimming your hair with actual hair scissors or hair shears because you want to get a straight across cut and not have to, you know, cut back and forth or saw at it to get a cut. Like, you need it to be sharp. But yeah, here's my finished trim. All right, everyone, so it's been about 2 days, I think, since I blow dried my hair, and I just put it in some flat twists and did a little flat twist out. So here's what my hair looks like. I think it looks pretty good. As I said earlier, I'm not a hairstylist, so this is not necessarily a tutorial telling you this is how you should trim your hair. This is just me showing how I trim my own hair. If you are a hairstylist, or if you're someone who's been doing hair or trimming hair for a minute and you feel like you have some advice or some tips and tricks that you could give me to do a better job on trimming my hair, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would love to hear them and hopefully learn how to apply them. Back in December of 2018, I did get a haircut on my hair. It was kind of like a big chop, but it was also cut into a shape, so that's why it looks like this kind of heart shape thing where it's a little bit heavier on the top and more tapered in on the bottom. So yeah, I didn't do that. Don't think that I'm like, I did this haircut, because I didn't. But I do try to preserve it to the best of my ability when I am trimming my hair. When I am trimming my own hair, what I look for is basically just for my ends to be healthy again. Usually when I go in for a trim, my ends are like super scraggly and I'll have like single strand knots, and it'll be like when I run my fingers down my hair, it'll be like an obvious point where it's like, yeah, this is not where I can tell it's like super dry or super dead. So that's what I look for when I'm trying to make sure that I trimmed off enough of my hair, is that I don't have like a whole bunch of single strand knots anymore, and it's not super dry, and there's not like an obvious difference from the rest of my hair and the ends. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave me a like and a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any tips, tricks, or advice that you would like to leave for me, feel free to leave that. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If I haven't said it enough, I appreciate each and every view, like, comment, subscription, everything. Thank you so much. You are all very appreciated. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.